Hey everyone, it's me, Teresa from healthyveganlife.com, and today I want to share with you recipes for a complete vegan Christmas dinner. Now, I've wanted to make this video for as long as I've been on YouTube, but every year I've felt so daunted by the task of creating a complete Christmas dinner and then filming it and then making it look all pretty and all of that. But anyway, this year I finally attempted to make this video, and here it is. Now, all these recipes are going to be completely whole foods based. They are going to be healthy. This is going to be a Christmas dinner that is very flavorful, very tasty and delicious. However, it's not going to give you that bloated feeling where you just feel absolutely nauseated about all the food you've eaten, that are so heavy in your stomach and everything. This is going to be a lovely meal that will make you feel good as well as will taste very good. So what are we going to make? We are going to make some lovely roasted potato medallions, and we are going to make some lovely winter vegetables. We're going to steam them, and a delicious winter salad, as well as some smoky tempeh steaks. And then for dessert, we're going to be making an apple crumble, or I think in America you call it an apple crisp. So yeah, I'm excited. I hope you are too. Let's start cooking. Now we're going to start by preparing our marinade for the tempeh steaks. And we're going to use the same marinade as I used in a previous video for tempeh bacon. So 2 tablespoons of tamari or soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of tomato paste or puree, 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, 1 tablespoon of brown sugar, 1 teaspoon of liquid smoke, which you should be able to find either in a health food store or on Amazon, 1/4 of a teaspoon of onion powder, and finally 1/4 of a cup of water. And just mix all of this together until it is well combined, and then you can just set it aside until we're ready to use it. Now, to serve 2 people, we're going to need 200 grams of plain tempeh, and all I'm going to do is slice it into 2 pieces. However, you can be more creative with this and use a cookie cutter to make star shapes or anything that is maybe more Christmassy. You could definitely do that. It wouldn't matter for the recipe at all. Now, in a container, you want to put some of the marinade and then place the tempeh steaks into it, making sure to cover every side of every piece of tempeh. And then we're going to set this aside in the fridge for about an hour or longer. You could do it overnight as well to give it more flavor. Now we're going to prepare our apple crumble, and this is a recipe that you could easily make the day before, which would save you a lot of time and effort on Christmas Day itself. So we're going to be using 5 to 6 Granny Smith apples, and we're going to be peeling them and coring them and slicing them into thin slices. Then we're going to mix together 2 tablespoons of sugar with 1/2 of a teaspoon of cinnamon, and toss that through the apples along with 2 teaspoons of lemon juice. Then we're simply going to put all of our apples into a roughly 20 centimeter diameter cake pan. I've got a silicone one. Just spread them out and as evenly as you can. And then we're ready to make our crumble. For our crumble, we're going to use 1 cup of oats and 1/4 of a cup of plain flour to make it all stick together, and 1/4 of a cup of ground almonds. Now, you could leave out the almonds if you don't want to really use any nuts. That would be fine as well, but the almonds give it a extra, I don't know, give it an extra flavor dimension that is very tasty. Mix all these things together, and then you want to take a small bowl and mix together 1 tablespoon of sugar with 2 to 3 tablespoons of apple sauce that is unsweetened. You want to mix this together, and then you can add your wet ingredients to the dry. You can use a spoon, but it would also be helpful to use your fingers and just create small little crumbles that you can then add on the top of your apples. And that's as simple as it is. We're going to bake the apple crumble for 40 minutes at 180 degrees Celsius. Now we move on to recipes that you want to make on the day itself, and the first thing is the easiest thing, and that's the salad. I'm just using a combination of mixed leaf lettuce and a rocket or arugula, and then I'm adding to that some cooked sliced beets and some easy peelers or tangerine parts. And then in a little pan I am toasting some pecans, and I'm going to add that to the salad as well. And these are just a few ingredients, but honestly you guys, this is so tasty. I really hope you give it a try. It's so easy to whip up. In only 5 minutes you'll have this salad prepared, and it's flavorful and everyone will love it. The dressing that I'm using for this is a 3-2-1 dressing that I always use for all my salads if you watch my what I eat in a day videos. So 3 parts balsamic vinegar, 2 parts agave nectar, and 1 part mustard. Now we're going to make our potato medallions, and for that I'm going to use some Charlotte potatoes, which are really nice tasting potatoes. I'm just washing them and then slicing them into these little parts like so. And for 2 people I'm using 1 kilogram. And I'm spreading them out on a baking tray lined with parchment paper. And I'm also adding to the baking tray the tempeh that has been marinating either for an hour or overnight, and placing that and adding some extra of the marinade on the top. And then on the potatoes itself I'm putting salt and some roasted garlic and pepper that I really enjoy, and then I also like to add some rosemary, dried rosemary, but really you could add anything you like. You could add paprika or curry powder, or anything really that you like. The sky's the limit. Then we're going to bake this in the oven that has been preheated to 220 degrees Celsius, and we're going to bake all of this for 30 minutes. And you don't have to turn anything, it should turn out beautifully golden brown. Now the final step in our Christmas dinner is to steam some winter vegetables. I've got broccoli, carrots and Brussels sprouts here, and I'm just steaming them for 10 to 15 minutes until they look like this. And then we're ready to serve. Alright you guys, here we have it, our lovely dinner. I'm going to taste it in front of you guys. Got a lovely potato bit, some salad, some tempeh, Okay, here we've got our apple crumble. It's so good, you guys. And if you make this ahead of time, just warm it up in the microwave or in the oven, and it will be so yummy. Now with this crumble, I recommend you eat it with something else. So I would suggest 3 possible options. You could eat it with banana ice cream, but that does mean that you have to make banana ice cream. If you don't feel like doing that, I recommend you eat it with this Alpro custard. Absolutely delicious. That is my favorite. Or You could get yourself some vegan vanilla ice cream, which of course is not Whole Foods plant-based, which is why I don't have it here. But I mean, it's Christmas, so why not? I think the best brand for that is Alpro. I've tried the Swedish glaze and the Alpro vanilla one. They're both really good, but I think the Alpro one is the best. So, but I like to have it with custard as well. Thanks for watching, everyone. I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.